Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK Journey video. So we have the Supreme Arena defenses for this week. We're going to begin with the free-to-play team. So team number 1 is going to be this Shimira combo team. Shimira is going to be behind Damon up here. On the Stellar Bomb we do have Ludovic along with Shimira, and then we have Bonnie in the back just as a solid PvP hero, and she can debuff, and then you know the Phantom for the Graveborn, he synergizes off of allies who can land debuff. But really the core of it is Ludovic for healing, Damon for protecting the Shimira, and Shimira, once she unleashes ultimate, the enemy is going to be in real trouble. And we're going to be running Earth Shell spell for more added protection. It gives damage reduction. It really synergizes with the comp strategy, allowing Shimira to safely get off an ultimate. And you'll also have charms on a good portion of this team. As you guys see here, Damon and Shimira twins, I already have charms for the Dream Realm focus, and so you're going to do really well with this team. Now, team number 2, yes, I cooked up something maybe a little bit interesting, and I'm actually even going to be running this exact team on the pay-to-win set of teams. So my defense is actually also going to be running this here. So the map effect that we have is a really interesting one. We've never had it. Summoner's Court. Each time a summon is created, it gains permanent buff based on its type. If it's a melee summon, and I think the melee summon buff actually is more valuable, it takes 30% less damage and also taunts enemies within one tile every 8 seconds for 3 seconds. So quite a lot of utility here. More damage reduction, which Aurora already gives damage reduction to melee summons. And then also this taunt, which can be a good crowd control. Now, range summon buff will increase the range by 2 tiles, which, I mean, to me, I don't see this as that important, because like, even if you're running like a Floribel or another summoner, the summons already have really high range if they're a ranged summon. And then also it'll grant them haste, which again I wasn't that interested in. And so I'm not going to force running Floribel, because Floribel is just not good in PvP. And I don't think that these effects are going to be good enough to make her worth it. But Aurora is not bad in PvP, because her Sunny is really tanky, also deals decent damage. And then she can also transform enemies into the toy unicorns. And that's why we've positioned her front, the frontmost tile, because her transmogrification zone will be based on her starting location. And she's not even targetable while her Sunny is summoned. And then in the back we have damage. We have Ravjon buffing up Siren and Lily May. That is damage, and Theodore giving energy boost and crit boost to Siren, so Siren can get off an ultimate quickly. Siren's going to block the enemy artifact, and we have Star Shower spell for more damage, and also temporary stat buff for Lily May and just damage output. So overall, I'm happy with this team. I'm recommending it for free to play, mid-level, and also pay to win. This is what I'm running for my map number 2, and hopefully it does well. Okay, moving on to team number 3. Team number 3 is going to be the Valara Pandora Gala team. Now, just to explain something, Valara, yes, is not a Paragon major priority or anything. However, for my free-to-play set of teams, basically, I'm assuming, you know, newer players to the game maybe only have Supreme Plus on their heroes, maybe some Paragon 1, Paragon 2s, and in that position, you can definitely run a Supreme Plus Valara, especially if she's plus 20 exclusive equipment, because she's a priority for that. You can definitely run her, and she's going to be effective. Obviously, if you're competing against Paragon 4 players, then Supreme Plus Valara is not good enough, but then you should run, like, the mid-level of teams, right? Anyway, Valara is going to provide that heal, that circle, which is going to provide some protection to Pandora, and then also Galahad when she comes out. Pandora Galahad combo is really good, because we also have Iron to either crowd control the enemy to buy time for Galahad to come out of the box, or if the enemy has a Lily May, Iron will just take that Lily May interruption, and then Galahad will freely cast her ultimate. And Galahad is a hero a lot of people are investing into for Dream Realm and even Paragon upgrades. And she's pretty solid in PvP, so I definitely wanted to make a team around that for completely free-to-play new players. And this is going to be with the Mana Wake spell, because, you know, it's going to give an attack buff 3 seconds into the match, which means when Gala comes out of the box, she's going to have the attack buff running. She's going to be blowing up the enemy team, and almost just as a tank. So I think there's a really solid set of free-to-play teams. Now we're going to move on to the mid-level of teams. Okay, guys, so team number 1 for mid-level of teams, the only swap is literally we have put Callan in the back rather than Bonnie. Now, Callan definitely is going to synergize better with this team. He's going to provide that additional protection, which is perfect for our comp strategy with Earth Shell spell as well for that damage reduction. Shimira is basically guaranteed not to die before casting her ultimate, and then she's going to wreak havoc on the enemy team. We have Ludovic here, who's going to be immediately healing 4 of our allies, and most importantly, currently the twin, because we don't want the twin dying early. And then we just have Damon buffing up Shamira again. So a very effective team. Callan is in the back, which may look a little bit weird for you, but it's totally fine because Callan's going to actually be protecting everyone on the team to begin with. And then eventually Damon and the pink twin will walk up, but Callan should still be protecting all other allies, even Shamira if she walks up one tile. Callan will still be protecting her. So that is basically the strategy here. For team number 2, it is exactly the same. I'm not lying to you guys. It's the free-to-play team I'm running for team number 2 is exactly the same for all 3 level of teams, even the pay-to-win team that I'm running. This is the team setup. These are heroes which are a priority to build up for free-to-play, even budget players. And also, of course, they're all really solid in PvP. So there we have this team with the Star Shower spell. Team number 3 is going to be Pandora Tossie team combo. So I do think Tossie is probably better than the Pandora Gala team, and that's why I'm recommending this for the mid set of teams. However, you do have Gala available, you have Valara available, so you can run that Gala team as well with Pandora. That's also going to be effective. Now, the reason why I think Tossie maybe has the edge, number one, it allows you to run, you know, another non-wild hero like Bonnie, who is going to be probably Paragon upgraded and invested into. So you're going to have high Paragon across your team, and Bonnie has great synergy with Tossie because she's going to spread her, apply her debuff, and Tossie's going to spread it. And Tossie also great ultimate-based nuker, and she can even solo towards the end. Now, Galahad, of course, is good as well, but then the problem is you need to run another Wilder. But there is another option I just want to show you guys right now. If you want to run Solise, for example, you can definitely go for a Solise Galahad team if you don't want to go for a Tossie combo. And I think this could also be very nice. Like, you don't have to run Valara basically in that team. That was only for the free-to-play new players. But if you have Solise and you want to run her, then definitely this would be a team where she would do pretty well. But I will be recommending the Tossie team, assuming you have her built up. So before we move on to the pay-to-win teams, guys, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight Store. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus Dragon crystals on your purchase. My affiliate link is in the description of this video in a pinned comment, and you can actually bookmark this link in your browser, and whenever you're planning to make a purchase, just return to the bookmark link and make your purchase. It will support me and be greatly appreciated, so thank you all so much for the support. Okay guys, now we have the pay-to-win team. So pay-to-win team number 1 is going to be the Saida Athalia combo, but we're going to be running it with Ulna. Ulna is a great ally for Saida, basically giving her more survival, and we also have the twins for further buff up the Saida. Your win condition in this comp is Saida getting off 3 of her ultimates, because it's basically impossible for the enemy to come back if that is allowed to happen. We also have the Mana Wake spell. This is going to give some energy recovery efficiency to cycle Saida's ultimates a bit more. We also have Athalia as another kill threat on the Stellar Bond of the twins, who is also going to be just hitting really hard. Then we have Solise, of course, in the back. We want Solise to get off an ultimate, hopefully to provide that healing, burst of healing for the team, and hopefully she should be able to do that because she's in a pretty safe position in the back, and she begins with that pre-fill energy. Skyclaw's Phantom just for the buffs, and yeah, the Ulna support of Saida is really good and annoying for the enemy to deal with. So there we have it for this team. Okay, moving on to team number 2. Team number 2, literally it is the same. And it isn't the most obviously pay-to-win team number 2, but because this map is really focusing on summoners, and I do think Aurora is a decently strong PvP hero with her summons, and even with her potential transmogrification of enemies into those unicorns. She provides decent value into the team comp. But on top of that, we just have really high power threats, Siren and Lily May both being buffed up by Ravion. The Theodore with the immediate Siren ultimate. Like, the enemy will have to bring Lily May, or they'll have to bring Dunlinger here if they want to try to counter that. But even if they do that, a lot of damage is going to be coming through from Siren's other skills and Lily May's Rainstorm Ballet. And then the summons of Aurora, they're going to be pretty heavily buffed here. So I still am a fan of this comp. And there we have it. Okay, team number 3. So this is a really interesting comp, which I have been testing, and I am liking the results of it. Basically, it is a zany sort of turtle fortress comp. You have Callan in a position in the middle of the map. He can protect everyone. You have Dunlinger to protect the enemy from ultimating you. You have your Kulu unlocked from and able to cast ultimate because her damage is really high. And then you just have Zany's turrets who are going to periodically deal that damage and annoy the enemy team. Now, so you're going to see the positioning of these turrets. This turret up front, really nice positioning. The turret in the back, I mean, not so much. And actually, I'm just going to make a quick modification. I want to have the turret over here. that's just going to be a little bit better. Just one up so that you can hit more enemies with its target. But basically, I found that having your turrets spread out and not actually close enough to link them can be more valuable, because then you can lock onto 2 enemy targets, deal the damage, provide some of those utility, and it's pretty effective. And they do deal pretty good damage to Zany turrets. Skyclaw's really well protected in the back end. He can buff up the entire team. And Kulu is also a major win condition in this comp. And we have the Earth Shell spell just for more damage reduction, more tankiness. And we have Mahura to crowd control the enemies right at the beginning of the match just to buy a bit of time. So definitely, you don't have to run Mahura here. Like, if you wanted to run Alicet, Scarlita, or it would probably have to be one of those two. Or any other hero if you're not running, for example, team number 1. You can do that. But Mahura is nice because just that initial crowd control, a bit of extra damage of Zany's turrets just doing their thing. And Kulo just charging up a bit of energy. So that is basically going to be our pay-to-win set of teams. Hopefully this video is helpful and these teams work out well for you this week. If you have any other team ideas, feel free to share them in the comment section. That is always much appreciated. But that is it for this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. And if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight Store. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. My affiliate link is in the description of this video and a pinned comment, and you can actually bookmark this link in your browser, and whenever you're planning to make a purchase, just return to the bookmark link and make your purchase. It will support me and be greatly appreciated. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.